We return to our top story now. Tributes are pouring in for legendary musician Phiri, who passed away early this morning after a brief stay in a hospital in Nelspruit. He had been battling lung cancer. We're joined now by reporter Sibongile Mkani-Mpolweni, who is in Nelspruit. Good afternoon, Sibongile. A very somber mood where you are.
Yes, a very somber mood indeed, but with a touch of brare, because even though the mood is somber, they are also celebrating a life well lived, a life of a giant, a life of a musician, a life of a father, a very loving father to all his kids, a life of a cook. I was told that he was a great cook. He actually preferred to cook himself, and he taught many people that we've spoken to here how to cook and prepare healthy meals. But to speak to us more about this great legend, we have his two sons next to me, Polo and Akona. They are holding a portrait of their father during the apartheid time, where he was singing when the struggle parties were burned in South Africa, and you can see his t-shirt there. It's written "Free South Africa." But let's start with Polo. Polo is the eldest son. Polo, what do you remember about your dad, and just how are you feeling right now?
I can't even explain how I'm feeling, man. I remember quite a lot of things. My dad he taught me a lot of things in life, so I can't even hold myself right now. But he taught me to be a man, to love other people, to respect other people. Actually, he taught me a lot of things I can't even explain. I don't know where to start or where to end.
I understand.
But my brother can represent me better.
Akona, you said one thing you remembered about your dad.
There are far too many to count on. For instance, Dad was a great cook, as you've mentioned, but above all, he was a great listener and a great bearer of information. I think amongst the people that he has touched and those that were close to him, they can all attest to the amount of information that they have received from him in terms of wisdom on how you live life, on how you treat other people. Going back a bit, my fondest memory comes where I think I was 22 or 23, and I just went thinking, shut up and listen. And I was like, okay. I never got it. I never understood it. And the older I've become, the more in tune I've become with myself spiritually, which was the journey he was leading me on. Now I get it. And it's so unfortunate that I can't share these moments with him now and actually tell him that, Dad, back then you said XYZ, and now it finally actually rings true. You know.
You said something about growing up, the love that he shared for you guys, his kids. Just tell us more about that.
I mean, everyone who knows my dad will tell you about how he protected us, how he provided for us, how he instilled good values, how he taught us how to read. You know, if ever you can go into the house, you will find more books than anything else, because he was an incubator for information, and he tried to share that with us as much as possible.
And I saw, as I was coming in, the bond that you guys share with your brothers and your little sisters. It shows the love that was introduced to him by you guys, and you were speaking about that earlier on. How is the family coping?
I mean, there's no right word to use times like these. As Mpolo said, we're talking to him throughout the week, last week, yesterday. This is so unexpected. It's so unexpected. He's the strongest person I knew, mentally, physically, and to now wake up and I can't call him again, it is hard for all of us, because he was our cornerstone. I mean, our patriarch is gone.
The fact that we'll never see him again, it kills us a lot. We thought that
he was going to outlive us.
We spoke about his cooking. Tell us, what was his favorite dish?
There are many, far too many to mention, but he doesn't eat red meat. So it was always...
He loved seafood.
Seafood, yes. At the moment, he never used to have any of these processed chickens. He would tell you straight, So, you know, speaking to Dad he was very into organic food. Anything that was organic, he loved. And he loved to prepare on his own, because he was the only person who would do his food the way that he wanted it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was the two sons of Ray Phiri sharing very fond memories of him with us. The one thing that has caught me here is that everyone that we've spoken to, from his friends, from his family, from his sons, is the love that he had for his children. They saying that his best friend Paul was telling us that he used to put all his kids on his back, like women do. He's the only man, he said, he knows would do that to his kids. That's just showing just how much he loved and devoted his time to his children. He taught them how to read, and he taught them how to behave, values, morals, and all of that. Thank you.
Sibongile, thanks for the update coming to us there from Mpumalanga, speaking to Ray Phiri's sons. It's time for us to take a short break. I'll have more news for you after that. Do stay with us.